Good morning to you. It's the 23rd of June 2025. Hope this video finds you well. Thank you if you're new for subscribing, and hello and welcome. Sorry, I'm a bit preoccupied because I was looking at this tree out there and I see my cat on the edges of the branches on the outside, and I was thinking, oh my goodness, he's so adventurous. And I can't see him anymore, but I can see the birds, so he must be more on the inside. Those poor birds. He has got a collar on though, so I'm sure they will evacuate the tree quick enough. Anyway, sorry. A bit preoccupied sitting here looking out the window. That could be trust, but it could also be vulnerable. Actually, there was a bird in that picture. Wait, let me go back. Is there a bird? Yes, there is. Look, there's a bird in the tree. So it's probably saying they could be a bit vulnerable. Anyway, that was fascinating, wasn't it? How the card just instantly had exactly the image of what I was watching. Anyway, sorry about that. Right, moving on. So, oh dear, somebody in the comments said, there you go, that's your answer. Somebody in the comments said, you know, apparently there are psychics that have been saying this is going to go on for 4 more years. Well, of course, there was always the feeling that, you know, in the UK, 3 more years of Labour, we could have reform. I don't know, I just kind of got the feeling that reform are there to show us what we could have, but we don't have. They don't normally get enough political power, you know, to compete alongside the 3 main parties. I'm not sure if you have to obtain so many seats to get that position. I'm not sure. However, I will just say, I hope and think it will happen way before that. I mean, another 3 years of this, that's just awful. I mean, I have heard a lot of the big things could take longer from other sort of spiritual people I've watched. There was one I put on the community page. If I can remember, she wrote a book. I will put it in the description. But she was sort of saying, you know, long-term outlook, 20 years. Are you sure? 20 years? But that could be the really big things, and that could be to smooth everything out and the future changes long term. You know, who knows? As long as the framework, the base stuff has changed, you know, we can wait longer for other stuff to happen, whatever that may be. Now, so 4 years, are we really gonna be in the worst of it for 4 more years? As said. So yeah, it will be leading to Judgment Day. It is leading to that EBS or that trumpet or that announcement, or it's like it's gonna hit a wall and it won't go any further. You can already feel it bubbling at the moment. And I keep saying the same thing. So this is about healing and renewal. Now, it could be that it's more certain things shift by before then, certain things shift after, because this is kind of a bit of a shifty card in a way. So it could be like, I mean, that card is actually weeks, but it to me it could be like 2 years to get one thing done, and then a few more years. Or it could even be that they're just saying that, but you know, it's a bit hit and miss maybe. It will lead to renewal. It will lead to Judgment Day, but will we have to wait 4 whole years? Could be some things could take longer. It depends on like how they manage things. It may not be all of it or the worst of it. I have a 4, but that is weeks. In fact, that could be days. But that looks like we're getting very close to the finish line, to be honest, in that card. And this is a quick card. It's very quick. Quick as in the card, but the cards can take longer. But I feel like they're making great gains going forward, and they're hitting the finish line. Okay, 4 more years. They may have been setbacks. Okay. Maybe things have taken longer than they thought. Okay, because that's about having patience. Maybe it's been harder to move people than they thought. 4 more years. Now, it feels like they're trying to make this happen, or this is about to happen, because this could be something very new on the horizon, not far away. Now, I don't have a yes for 4 years. I do think that this can be about planet, the environment and Earth and everything like that. And maybe things have just, it's been a bit of an endurance game. I don't really mean literal game. Hang on, what's this card? Like that. Oh, and now I feel like perhaps things are improving, and this is another victory card. That's also weeks. I mean, wouldn't it be exciting if we're actually weeks away rather than years as well? Like not even months, weeks. They're all really positive. They could be summer for me, and she's looking at it. So, that's a small amount of time close on the horizon. So it may be that the worst kind of is over in terms of time scale. Let me just see what Pentacles are. Hold on, I'm going to look it up. To time scale. Pentacles. I know that because it's physical, it can take longer, but that card is a smaller card, which is interesting. Let me see. I don't know if I have it. Well, okay, well actually what I can tell you is that it's not a major card in the outcome. It's also made me realise that actually a major card could be 1 year, 2 years, 10 years, 20 years, and I don't have a major card. That's another good sign. Oh, my poor cat, he's now on the fence and he's straddling it. He can't walk on the top of it very well. Anyway, so hopefully that's not quite accurate. I'm not saying they're wrong. It could still be 4 years for bigger things to move. Okay, so this is the planning what this looks like. It feels like it's close to it, to be honest. Now, it's interesting because there's boats here. And I don't know if anything happens on boats out to sea, but there's boats out to sea, okay? And they're waiting. There could be some things they've got to do on a boat out to sea. I don't know, it just made me think. But also this card is about, so is it immigration, something to do with immigration first? Or is it something to do with a boat on a sea? Or am I just adding those up and it's nothing to do with it? But he's looking at ready to go. So they're planning when to go. I don't think it's that far. I don't want to get your hopes up. I've said this so many times. It's a secret when it will change. That may be one, actually, I'm not trying to discredit them, but they could be wrong because it could be any intuitive, any psychic. Nobody knows when. That's the whole point of all of this. No one knows when. It is a secret. It's a closely guarded secret when it will change. Okay, so bear that in mind. So I think let's just let the 4 years vanish. Don't worry about the 4 years. Take it day by day. Abundance, good news. Uncertainties. Go with the flow. knowledge and security. All your needs are being met. I'm not going to, well, I was going to say I'm not going to put any more. I'll just pull one of these so I won't overdo it. That is exciting. Somebody else said, contrary to that comment, I think it's close to the end. So, you know, what timeline you on? Always got funny. Nature. Now, I kept getting confused. What did nature mean? I think it's going to be in summer. My summer. I always thought nature would be spring. Now, natural. In this instance, natural wouldn't make any sense either. So therefore, the only thing this card could possibly be is sun. So, summer. By summer, let's hope. I don't have 4 years in the outcome. So, here's hoping it's not 4 years. Have a great day. Thank you for watching my video. Bye now.